This video was meant to be like so many different things. I have been the most indecisive human being on the planet with this video. This is going to be a pretty all over the place video just because of the attempts that I've made on this and the amount of times that I've failed for it. So that being said, let's get into it. So hi, my name is Apophis. Welcome to the channel. I don't know exactly what the channel is going to be or the upload schedule or really anything about it. I don't know. All I know is that it seems fun to post. It seems fun to make some videos, and so far editing has been pretty interesting for me. So fuck it. Why not go for it? Yeah, this video is a mess. It's an amalgamation of failed attempts, and I guess we can go ahead and get into that. What it is, what it do, and welcome to Worlds. So my first attempt was this game called World of Horror, and I didn't know much about it when I was going into it. All I knew is that I enjoyed the way that it looked, I liked the aesthetic of it, and I was like, you know what, let's go for it. So I started up the game, I enjoyed it, the little opening, it kind of got me. It sounded, the soundtrack was pretty nice, I'll say that. And so I started playing it, and it was, it was okay. It was interesting. It definitely has its place. For me, it was not up my alley like I was hoping it would be. It was very, I wouldn't say boring. It just didn't hit the niche. Maybe I just, wrong time, wrong place, I don't know. Maybe if I gave it another try or played a different story, because there's different stories, maybe I'd enjoy it, but it wasn't, for me personally, much to do with it. So I just kind of ended up scrapping that idea after 2 little failed attempts. It was like a total of like an hour and a half, 2 hours of recording, and it just wasn't enjoyable for me, so it's not something that I would want to make content about. And then we go to my second attempt, which was the attempt that I really thought was going to work because I actually enjoyed the idea until it came to actually doing it, and that being Elden Ring. Now, not just playing Elden Ring, but playing Elden Ring inebriated. This idea came to me because I had already played Elden Ring, but I wanted to kind of replay it, give it another go in a different kind of way, and have some fun with it because it was a very enjoyable game the first time I played it. And so I was like, okay, I've already played it before, there's nothing really there for me, why not add a crux to it? So my crux was, anytime I died, I had to hydrate. So, of course, in my brain, I think that I'm decent enough at the game to give it a go and really get far into the game and actually do all right. But that's not what happened at all. The game starts off where you have to die off rip to a boss, and of course, expected that. Died to that immediately, didn't even get a hit on, did just nothing. It was pretty bad. And so we go from that, of course, to the Tree Sentinel. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but one of the other rules was that I had to, the first boss or the first enemy I seen, I had to fight it until I beat it. I don't know why I made that rule. Now that I look back at it, that was definitely the reason that this idea failed. Of course, the first thing you see is the Tree Sentinel, so I go to fight the Tree Sentinel, and I die over and over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where it took a total of 3 to 4 days, 3 to 4 recording sessions for me to get to the point where I just completely gave up from the fact that I could not get past this boss that was not even really crazily hard the first time I beat him. Maybe that was because of power leveling but just the way that I played before. Trying to beat him this time, it was horrible. It was just a terrible experience. It was a bunch of anger, a bunch of throwing punches, throwing things across the room, slamming things. I ended up breaking my light by throwing a teddy bear across the room, and it ripped the string out, and I still have yet to fix that from laziness, but it was just a horrible time. It was a total of like, I believe 4 hours of playing it in recording and everything, and attempting this Tree Sentinel over and over and over again, and just dying over and over and over again. And of course, the more I died, the worse it got. There was no increase in skill. It's the moment I died 3 or 4 times, it was just not gonna happen, and I just didn't accept that in the time. It was all right. It was cool. I gave it a go, and it just didn't work out. It wasn't the time, I don't think. I would definitely like to revisit it and give it a go. I might end up doing that, honestly, because there's a few times where I got close. I could have edged through, but it didn't happen, and the anger just took over, and I couldn't do it anymore. And it's been like 3 or 4 months since that recording, since I even attempted that, since I wanted to make this video. I just kind of gave up After that, I just couldn't find anything that was enjoyable, so I scrapped the whole idea of everything. Until now, where I was like, okay, let's give it a go. Let's see what we got. I got some recordings. Let's use it for this video at least to show all of my failed attempts. So it's been a ride trying to make this video, and honestly, it's been a pretty fun ride now that I look back at it. After I've looked back at all the clips and all of the failed moments that I've had, all of the times that I just yelled angrily into someone's face in the game and just started checking people in the game for no reason. They couldn't hear me. I mean, they were NPCs. There was no point to think that that was going to work, but you know, those were my first couple of attempts at this video. I don't know if I'll ever revisit those games. I believe I'll revisit the Elden Ring idea. I think that I can edge that one out. I might give that one more go, and if I can get it, then, you know, woo, win. If I get it before I make this video, then I might put that in the video, but I doubt that because I'm not wanting to deal with that again, not at this point right now. This is just a small little introduction, a little showcase of all of my failures and my trials and tribulations with this video. So if you enjoyed the video and you would like to see anything more of this, or hopefully me actually be able to complete something that I wanted to try, you can go ahead and drop a like, drop a subscription if you'd like to. But if not, you know, just tune in every now and then, and I appreciate you guys stopping by.